Today's video I hope gives you lots of cleaning motivation. I'm going to be tackling 3 of the 4 bedrooms in our house. So first I'm going to start in our master bedroom, and I'm taking off the sheets in all the bedrooms and then putting our new sheets on. I like to have 2 sets of sheets for each bed so that I can just directly take those dirty ones off and replace them with new and not have to wait for the ones that are in the laundry. Also, be sure to watch till the end of the video because here I'll show you a fitted sheet tutorial. I've been asked how I keep my sheets nice and square, so I'll be showing you this tutorial at the end of this video. So you might actually hear my puppy in the background. She's having some fun playing with her toys. So if you hear some puppy noises, that's what it is. It's my puppy Nyla. So now that I've got the bed all nice and tidy and neat, I'm going to start cleaning off my surfaces. And in a previous video, I think I mentioned that I like to dust with my vacuum. Every so often I do run over it with like a Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner or a wood surface cleaner, but I really do prefer to use my vacuum. I feel that it just gets the dust up and you're not just wiping it around in the surfaces. Also, if you're new here, hi, I'm Amy. I wanted to formally introduce myself. Normally I do cleaning and decorating videos, some lifestyle stuff, so if this would be something that you'd be interested in, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button below. I'd love to have you back. So now to start vacuuming the floors. I don't know about you, but I just love the carpet marks that the vacuum makes. After I have some carpet marks and they're all nice and all in like a line, it just makes me feel better and makes me feel that my rooms are just clean and neat. And here you'll see Nyla. I kind of take her from room to room so that I know what she's getting into. And so here I'm just trying to work around her, playing with her a little bit and just trying to get, the vacuum done. And with her there, you don't see the nice, neat vacuum marks, but it's okay. Okay, well, I'm all finished with the master bedroom. All the surfaces have been dusted and the floors now have been vacuumed, and the sheets are nice and new, ready for us to jump in bed tonight. So here's just a final look at our master bedroom. Okay, so now moving on to my daughter's room. We actually redid her room a year ago for Christmas. That was one of the gifts that she wanted. And I had a blast putting all the things together and painting the walls and picking out all the things for her room. And so just like our room in the master, I'm just taking off the dirty sheets and replacing them with our second clean new sheets. And then we'll just begin dusting and cleaning her room. So just as everything was going as planned, this little surprise happened. Whoops.
Nyla! 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 No!
So just a little detour now to clean up a little potty mistake. She's did really good. She's only made a few mistakes, so after I corrected her, I did put her in her crate for the rest of the room clean, but she's learning pretty well. it's just everyday life. So this is just me cleaning up Nyla's mistake. And if you're curious about the process that I use to clean up her little urine stain, I will link the video that I did above. So back to the cleaning task at hand. And I do have to say that my daughter keeps her room so tidy and clean. I'm really proud of her. Being 13, she's very mature for her age. So I'm just going to finish making up her bed, and then we'll start cleaning down the surfaces and vacuum her room. Love her desk, and I think that we got that at Sam's, and if I'm able I will link it down below. But I love that it has the marble top and that it is wood. I just really think it matches very well with her room and all the things that we have in it. So, although I do absolutely love my Kenmore canister vacuum, it is really hard to go from room to room easily because you're always pulling at the cord and pushing the canister, and it is cumbersome. So, in a future video, you'll see that I have a surprise coming up for you. So, stay tuned to that and be on the lookout. Okay, so I'm finished with her room. Everything is nice and tidy and in its place and clean. So here's just a final look at her room. And our puppy is actually our family dog, but it's mainly going to be Elena's dog, my daughter, and so she was so excited to have her in her room. So the crate is here in her room. So here's the bag girl, but she's sleeping now. She's a cutie, but she does make mistakes. Now moving downstairs to my 18-year-old son's bedroom. And he does pretty well, I have to say, but he's a little tad bit messy. I think he's a typical teenager where he likes to have his food down here, even though it's a rule that we don't eat in our rooms. So I'm just tidying up his bed and then putting his sheets on, and then we'll clean the bookshelves behind him and all the items in his room, and then give his floor a good vacuum. Each of my kids have a memory foam topper that is on top of their mattress, and this gives them an additional 2 to 3 inches. And so a lot of times the depth of the sheets isn't enough. So sometimes I've found it very hard to find sheets that fit the bed. And even their comforters are just barely covering the mattress before the box springs. So if there's any that you suggest me getting, leave that down in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. So every time I vacuum his nightstand, it's a 3-tiered like glass nightstand. I always hit it with some Windex or some type of glass cleaner because it always has smudges and things like that. So that's what I'm doing here, just wiping it down with some fiber cloth and some Spray Away glass cleaner. So I like to keep his piano nice and clean, and I'm so proud of him. He self-taught himself how to play, and then of course he did take some classes in high school for piano, but I really do think it's his God-given talent, and it's just something I'm super proud of him for accomplishing and being able to do, is to play the piano. So now I'm just going to work my way around his room, hitting the surfaces as I go, and then just cleaning the carpet, kind of like in zone cleaning. Alright, so I'm all finished with his room, so that does it for the 3 out of the 4 bedrooms. So now I'll be running upstairs and putting the load of laundry in, and then I will show you the tutorial for the fitted sheet. So for my sheets, I love to use the 4-in-1 Tide Pods that have the Tide and then the Downy as their fabric softener. I really love the smell of that. So I'm going to put all 3 sheet sets into my large capacity washer, and then once that's done, I'll get them into the dryer, and then I will have completed 3 of the 4 bedrooms in my house today. So I feel pretty accomplished. So just go ahead and get that done and call it a day. But first, up next, my fitted sheet tutorial. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be doing this on the floor. So I like to lay it out with the longer edge vertical and the shorter edge horizontal. So you're going to lay it out in a square with all of your corners upright. So your elastic is up. So your first thing you're going to do is find your corners, and the bottom you're going to turn wrong side out, putting your index finger in the corners. And you're going to take the bottom and put in the top corner. So your index fingers in the points of each corner. You can go ahead and lay that down. And do the same thing on this side. So you have the two corners. So now you're going to take your left over your right, keeping your index fingers together. You're going to lap the left over the right. And then you give it a good shake and pull the top part. You're going to switch hands and then just do the same thing. Kind of give it a good shake and pull the elastic down, and that kind of straightens your material. Next, you're just going to lay this down. Trying to see if I'm in frame. And then as you see, you have a pretty good square. So you try to make it as square as possible. Then you're going to bring the top part middle ways, straightening out any of the wrinkles. And then you're going to bring the bottom up, straightening all the wrinkles. Just like that. So now you have a rectangle. And now you can fold it according to what size you want. So I'm going to do a triple fold. So I'm going to start here and just go over. Again, straightening the wrinkles. And then here and over. And straightening the wrinkles. So there you have it, a flat, folded, fitted sheet. I hope that you give it a try, and if you do, let me know in the comments how you like it. Until next time, I'll see you on Simply Our Home. Have a great day. Bye.